next match. Allow me to do my 5 matches here. Ashley, you can say yay or nay if you think this is a adequate match that could be on the level or above this Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson match. My first nomination for you is HBK versus The Undertaker from WrestleMania 25 and 26. I know I picked 2 matches, but you need both matches to tell the full story. And I gotta say, story-wise, better than Ospreay Dragon.
I don't know. I'm very tough on my old Undertaker loving self. I think for me, because a lot of these matches were also when I was very young, I think would probably be the closest.
Okay, let me move to my next selection. This one's a little older. It's the retirement match of Ric Flair from the WWE. It's HBK versus Flair. And the match where HBK looks at Flair and goes like, I love you, but super kick, goodbye, retirement, quote unquote retirement.
Yeah, not for me. Also because like it didn't end Ric Flair's career. He's still trying to like politic for a match.
I know, but it was such a great match at the time. I put it on the list. Okay, fine. My next selection, Rock v. Hogan from Toronto. It's the match where they decided to flip the script because Toronto became Hulkamania town.
I was 7 months old for this, guys. Just putting that out there. I was 7 months old when this match took place.
I can't help that, Kimmy. You missed such a great match. You should go watch it on YouTube.
Or Peacock.
Listen, Kimmy said she wouldn't put that as her favorite match of all time because of Ospreay. I would not put that as my all-time match because of Hogan.
That's a fair comparison.
Sorry. Hogan has never done anything for me.
Okay, ladies, fair point. I'll take it. For In the Ring, at the time, this was one of my favorite matches in my mid-20s, I want to say. Mid-20s? We'll say mid-20s. Okay, we're going back even further in time because my next selection was when I was a kid, and it's Ric Flair versus the Dragon. And I'm saying the Dragon and Ricky Steamboat, the trilogy, the set of matches that a lot of older professional wrestling fans would show anybody and say, this is why you should be a professional wrestling fan.
That could be up there, though.
And I would say it would take all 3 of them to match this Ospreay versus Danielson match. It would take all 3 of the trilogy to come close, to be a fair point. And yes, this is probably way before Kimmy's time. To be fair.
I mean, truthfully, I think Ric Flair and Steamboat is like, what year was that?
It was in the mid-80s, the 1980s.
Like, a few years before my time, so I've seen them, but I was also very young when I saw them.
Oh, here's a fair point for you. I didn't see these ones live. I've seen the replays later on, because this was before me starting being a professional wrestling fan. I didn't become a professional wrestling fan until like 89, 90. So that one I didn't see. The last one is also one I didn't see live, and it's Savage versus Steamboat. Because this is the other match that a lot of older wrestling fans will go to. Anybody go like, you want to watch a match to make you a fan? Steamboat versus Savage from Mania.
I think that could be a fair one.
The only way this kind of not equals Danielson versus Ospreay is the finish, because it's kind of wonky, because you get Georgie Animal Steel distracting Marshall Man Randy Savage and gives the babyface Steamboat the chance to get the victory. But those are my 5, and Kimmy just looked at me like I'm from a different planet in a different time.
I mean, I think the only match I've seen on that list was I've seen 2. So I saw HBK and Flair and at WrestleMania 24, and then I watched HBK and Taker at WrestleMania 25.
And you want to know how annoyed I was that wasn't a trilogy? Because I went to WrestleMania 27 hoping that would be on the card.
But 26, they had the stipulation that Shawn was going to retire.
I know, but I get my tickets before the stipulation dropped.